A lot of weird people.
You live in Westfield?
I used to.
All right, so this is the Paulo Media Program. We're gonna do an intro.
Hi, I'm Alex.
I'm Christian.
I'm Jaysha.
And I'm Faye.
Jason, you can take your mic, you can move it up some.
Closer to your mouth. Are you speaking to it?
Lift it up, lift it up a little bit higher so it'll be closer to your mouth.
All right. So,
All right, so originally we were supposed to talk about racism in sports, but because it's one of those things that's really hard to prove if you're not a part of the athletic team,
yeah.
you guys are blessed to have guests who championship volleyball squad,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah. She's the one that won the trophy.
Roman here, part of the basketball team, got me
Yeah.
to the Final Four.
Christian's
I see
crazy.
some of the highlights, man. Y'all.
Good team.
I see your Instagram all the time, and you're just dunking the ball. It's crazy.
Right.
I have to.
All right, so with that, first of all, let's talk about student life, man. Talk about your experiences here at Paulo Fury. You said you did dance, you do cow tipping or something like that.
Nah. I work on cars outside of school, but other than that, man, I don't do nothing in here besides the social justice committee council.
So you had options. Tell me why you came to Paulo.
I came to Paulo because like it was recommended to me. Plus, I had a family friend go into it, so that's why it was kind of enticed. But if I didn't go here, I would have ended up in Holyoke.
Okay. Why you come to Paulo?
Well, I came here to Paulo because I heard it's a social justice school. It's not your average, charter school. And I wanted to feel free, you know, the way I dress, the education.
So you came here just because you didn't want to wear a uniform somewhere else.
Okay, I didn't want to wear uniform.
She want to be her.
Yeah, I
Like
just want to
what?
be myself. And not only that, the education. Like during my freshman year, they taught me my 10, the 10, amendments? The 10 Bill of Rights. I'm sorry. I'm just nervous. So I just like the school. And not only that, Paulo Fair stands for equality, not having, teachers and students, like having a system.
Don't listen, man. Don't be. It's your conversation. It's your room. I'm just an advisor. I'm not a teacher.
I'm sorry. I'm just nervous. I'm just nervous.
Don't. I mean, you're more concerned about the camera. Don't worry about that.
All right.
You do. I mean, you know why you came here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just relax and breathe, man. You can't hear you like the pedagogy that Paulo Fear, theorized on, pushed, and all that other stuff. You dig it, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. And I forgot your name already. I'm sorry, sir.
Jaysha.
Jaysha. How you come to Paulo?
Well, I didn't really know anything really about Paulo, but they had
Jaysha,
like.
you gotta stay still.
I'm sorry.
Because these mics aren't the best, so they can hear you going in and out the conversation. Take your time.
I just know a couple of people that came here and like they would post it and stuff. So I was like, might as well come. I don't really have like a story as why I came here. I just chose to come here.
So you just follow the crowd.
Yeah.
All right, that works.
Why I came to Apollo Fear.
Man, you two talk, bro. I gotta bring it up.
Gotta bring it in more closer. I'm good. I came from Central, good athletic school. Just good school.
Where?
Central.
Spring?
Yeah. I felt like it was a better opportunity, athletic wise and education wise. It's like it made me build more up to opportunities for me when I came here, like on the team, the people, the support. It was just like more better for me than when I was at Central. So like I came here because coach and students, and as soon as I got here, I just felt welcome. So like, yeah.
How long you been here?
I've been here for 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah.
Okay. And you think it was a good move?
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely,
Central,
definitely.
Like, yo, that's squad. That's where we go to,
Yeah.
especially for sports.
Yeah, but like in the long run, it was better because it made me mature more, like as a person,
Okay.
than when I first came here.
All right. What was the experience like since you got here academically?
Uh,
Did you meet the standards?
Academically, yeah, no, it's definitely felt easier than most schools because I feel like
You
most.
said yeah, no.
Huh?
You said yeah.
No, it was. Yeah, no, it is easier.
No, he said yeah, and then he said no.
Okay, to clarify, it is easier than other schools because of like the way the work is given out in the curriculum. Like it's way more easier. Like you're given like a decent amount of time to do your work, and it's not. I mean, there has been times. I mean, obviously, crunch time. You have work that they have to give us and do, but most of that, like beginning of the year, is usually chill, and towards the end of the year, it's chill too. It's only in the middle of the year where things that are going are going, but it's like you ease into it. It's not hard.
Jason, how about you?
What was the question again?
Academically. Huh?
What was the question again?
Word?
What was the question again?
Word?
Yeah.
Were you not paying attention the
I
first time?
was paying attention, but
So
I just need a
then-
recap.
Okay.
I mean, academically, do you feel you've been challenged? Do you think this was like a good decision? You following folks over here and academically, good?
I did feel like it was a good decision. I feel like they have like things over here that not other schools have, and like I don't know, I can't do this. I don't know what else to say.
I mean, I feel like it's a good move to come here.
Mhm.
I mean, but for me personally, it wasn't the right idea, especially for what I want to do and progress in my career. I feel like were better schools for me, in my opinion. But I mean, I'm not regretting that I went to Paulo. It is definitely an experience I enjoy, and I will definitely look back on.
Yeah,
And it's Paulo.
I agree. I agree with that.
Academically, do you feel you've been challenged?
Academically, yeah, I'll say I was challenged at first, but like, because I didn't fit into like the what is it called?
Stereotype.
Like,
Those like activists.
yeah, the
like,
system like of
yeah.
it was way different from my last school, so I had to like fit into that, make more time for that, and it was hard at first, but then became more easy as I
So we talk
attended.
about, you guys got a social justice.
Mhm.
How much have you guys learned about, social justice, what it means, and does it? I mean, how did you feel about it before you got here? Some of y'all came here from middle school,
Mhm.
so I'm sure you didn't think about it at all.
No.
But now that you're here, all you hear about is, Paulo Freire, his theories around education and empowerment and everything.
Mhm.
Now that you're here, have you guys feel like you're learning something from it?
Yeah, definitely. It's taught me more like of stuff that goes on outside of school.
Okay.
It's like social justice and the community, and it just gave me like a different point of view of that social justice
Yeah, and
outside of school.
they also teach us like what's going on right now instead of like what's really going on like in the past. So it's like helps us more to understand what revolves around us.
It's like very raw in terms of like what we talk about, like especially like a lot of political, like we talk about some decently controversial things. Like I remember one
Yeah.
time in advisory we were talking about uh Roe versus Wade. Like when that whole thing was going on, we were talking about how Texas was going to make abortion illegal and everything building up to that. So like you talk about most things that school would never even dare to bring up due to the controversy behind it, but this school kind of brings it to a light so that we can look at it, know what's going on, and learn from it.
Yeah, definitely. I
Like
agree with
Alex said, this school is raw when it comes to like education. Because I didn't know there were such things as like indentured servants in slavery. I never knew that until
that.
I
Yeah.
got into the school. Most schools never like taught their students like their 10 bill of rights. Like I never knew that until I got to the school, and I just feel like the school is a very good school for anybody.
Yeah, no, especially if you're like into politics, this is a good school. If you're
Yeah.
like want to be a
Mhm.
lawyer or something like that, do with law, this is again a good school. Like for example, I'm doing a program that this school is doing with Western New England where I go once a month to learn law with law students. And
Mhm.
it's
That's
like
dope.
what other school is offering you to go to a college in the middle of school, half of your day gone to go learn law with law students? Not many schools. And the fact that
Yeah,
this school
I'm
does that,
taking next
Yeah.
year. I'm taking college courses for nursing, so that's pretty good.
and you're gonna be a
That's what's
senior
up.
in high school. You're still gonna be in high school taking college classes, which is
That's
a lot of
what's
schools
up.
don't offer that dual enrollment type of deal.
Yeah. Um, I've been taking college classes since like what my sophomore year.
Your sophomore.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Damn.
So it's like I'm taking honors classes and college classes, and that's like stressful. Like college and high school is stressful.
Mhm.
But I'm just thankful enough that I did take the college courses because like what next year I'm gonna graduate again in HCC um for my associates. Yeah. So
Because you built those college credits up before you went there, right?
What's your associates in?
Okay, so I'm majoring nursing.
You're majoring in nursing.
Like, okay, actually I want to become like a midwife nurse.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna have to get my nursing.
Yeah, you got to start
degree.
somewhere. Yeah, and the
Yeah.
fact that you're able to start your sophomore year of high school, start
Yeah,
doing
it's crazy.
college, that is like the biggest head start. It's
Not-
3 years.
Not that many kids start like.
Yeah, there's not a
that
lot of
young.
opportunities like that in
Yeah,
other
no.
schools.
Like-
Especially like and not even that, let alone being like a senior or junior and taking college classes already. Like that is
Like,
Pretty
I'm not
big
gonna
deal.
lie, I was 15 years old in college classes with freaking 60-year-olds, 21-year-olds, all kinds of ages, and I'm like,
60-year-olds?
yes, I was like this, like,
that's a community college.
get
You
me, get
everybody.
me.
60-year-olds go back to school.
Yeah.
I know, but like I don't want to spend my life that much in school.
Well, that's why you should be thankful that you're doing it now. You're at a school
Yeah.
like this, so you can
Mhm.
get it over and done with early.
When you don't get this early start, they can't hear me on camera. When you don't get an early start, you end up living your life. You get out, you get some steady job, you work for 20 years, and you're like, you know what, I'm going back to school. 'cause I
Yeah.
need to sign up.
I'm not
Yeah.
trying to be like that.
You know, I'm trying to make one decision for the rest of my life, so I don't gotta make
Mhm.
more. Trying to make it easier, not harder.
It really depends like what you want to do too, and like how you want to do it
You know, like
in order for you to succeed in that too.
So wait, what do y'all like? What is everybody's like dream job here?
My dream job is to be my own boss, businessman.
Period.
Well, I haven't really like made up my mind, but I did want to stick with like a travel nurse, or I did want to be like my own business as well, but I'm still deciding. I'm not sure.
Next time.
Well, everybody knows I want to become a midwife nurse. And like she said, I want to become a travel nurse because ever since I was little, I always like thought about traveling, going to different countries, learning different languages.
Yeah, no, for me, it's always been something to do with the military, regardless of what it was, and I've always been trying to combine like the best of like all my worlds, and I finally nailed on what I want to do, which is as special forces, and I'm practically ready at this point. I've done all
Yeah.
my research, and I've already talked to the recruiter. I already have my papers that I just have to fill out when I'm 17.
Yeah,
That's good,
big moves.
Yeah, no,
Mhm.
especially because you're only a junior.
yeah, I'm
You're
already
getting
yeah.
half of it done.
I mean, it's not like at 17 I'm going off in the army already. What it is basically a program. I just go in every Thursday. I go to the recruiter's office to make sure I'm not doing dumb stuff.
And like they give you
Yeah,
that
it's like a guidance kind of thing. It's like to make sure you're not doing anything out of line that get you in trouble or like kind of ruin that kind of career.
yeah. And would they have you like sign up
Well,
downstairs?
when you're 17, like what were you talking about? Like
The
when they come here?
yeah,
When they come here, you just talk to them, and like what happened was like the last career fair, I was talking to one of the recruiters,
yeah.
and I got his phone number. We exchanged information, and then I went and scheduled an appointment at the recruiter's office, and we went there and talked.
That's what I like about like the school and like bringing in that
Yeah.
career fair.
It's trying to like it's like I feel like they're like not trying to skip high school. They're trying to show some importance to high school, but really trying to like get you focused and started on like getting the foundation for
especially
your
like
life.
after high
Yeah,
school.
yeah, the
Gives you
focus
more
is-
like
Because then you never know what you want.
options and stuff like that. Especially kids who don't know what they want to do now.
Yeah, no.
It just opens their options more.
Yeah, no. So they can finally focus because like I would hate my life. I would hate myself so much if I got stuck in a dead end job where like I wasn't moving up or down, or I'm just stuck doing the same thing every day.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's something
yes,
I'm scared of. I don't want to
yes.
end up like that.
It's like being a robot.
Just waking up, doing the same thing over and
Yeah,
over.
no.
I can't.
I can't live like that. That's
I wouldn't want to
Mm.
live like that either.
Especially if the paycheck ain't worth it. I definitely don't want to be living like that. Like I'd be an actor and all, because I mean, every once in a while I gotta work really hard. But I mean, it's not really like I want to do something for people.
If you were at any mainstream school, do you think the expectation for you guys to follow through in your careers, even to discuss careers at this point in your life, do you think that would still be happening?
I know dang well Westfield will throw me in the back burner.
They probably
Yeah.
wouldn't pay too much mind to us. if
Yeah, no.
we-
Yeah.
Especially
agree.
that's the
I
one thing I like
agree.
about Paulo.
They'll
It's a
push us back.
small school. It's like it's maybe a small school, but like that gives more focus for the teachers who go on individual students. Like I know Westfield, like at Westfield High School, it has like close to like 600, 800, probably close
Yeah,
to 1,000
and
students.
it's like
That's
that small community we have is
Mhm.
like we're all close to each other, so it's like easy to talk to each other, and whenever we need something, it's easy because we
Yeah.
all know each other.
That's what it is. Yeah, no, that's something I'm starting to realize. Like I know more people that I don't even have classes with, or I have classes with them, just don't talk to them, but I still know who they are to some extent.
When you said that they probably like throw you to the back and not pay attention, talk about that. Why do you say that?
Since you said like like a group of color, I feel like they'll pay more mind to the other group of kids that I don't know.
You just say
Not just
the white
say it,
people. Yeah,
just-
no,
just say it.
it's the white people. They pay
They
attention to the
just
white
wouldn't pay
kids.
too much
You know exactly
mind to
what
us. They
you're
probably
saying.
don't
That's
see
what's
like
up.
the success we have, and probably want to see the success they have, and want to see like us shine in the future. So they probably just throw us down and then make us feel like we don't deserve it.
And then you know what?
That's true.
That'll like thought would be in the back of your head for the rest of your life, and you know it'll bring you down every time you think something goes wrong. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm not really all this because you know that one person back in the day told me that.
Yeah, definitely. Especially now in this generation, I feel like or some students, some like athletes are portrayed as entertainers, nothing
Yeah.
more than that.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mhm.
you're more than what you do
Yeah.
on the court or on the field. You know, you could
Yeah.
portray something else other
Mhm.
than that, and that's what like some schools don't see in these students.
They just think of you like especially with athletes, they just see you as a
Yeah.
player or a reason to get their
Yeah,
school
nothing
attention.
more than that,
Yeah.
or for
Yeah.
you to like help the community out
Yeah,
and
no.
stuff like that.
You know,
And
It benefits them. It doesn't benefit you.
yeah, especially on how
Say
like
that one more time.
It benefits them. It doesn't benefit you.
I like that. Hold on to that. Okay. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
yeah, and like really did just want to make the school look good.
Yeah.
Not their students,
So
how
they
they're
see
really
the
feeling.
athletic part.
Wait,
Guys, but they don't see the scholars.
I want to
Yeah.
talk about this.
Go for it.
Schools that tend to have better sports often tend to have better funding too. That's something I
Yeah,
realized. Like
that-
Texas,
Yeah. 'cause
Texas University.
Everybody's gonna want to go over
Yeah,
there if they
for the
see everybody
sports.
doing good.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, and like that's something that's like kind of been highlighted, and that's why some colleges kind of like look for colored students who are play really good at sports because they want their school to get attention,
And
so
then-
they specifically pick
That
out.
is true.
Yeah, and or
That's
they
really
just, like,
true.
put that money towards the facility and stuff
Mhm.
like that, but not towards the kids that are like
Yeah,
need help in funding in order for them to
Mhm.
go to college.
and sometimes they don't even care about your academic
Yeah.
True.
level either. Like they'll just say, "Oh, you're really good. You can just keep playing," or like they won't assist you in like your grades and stuff. Like I know here at Apollo, your advisor teachers would tell you like, "Hey, you got this stuff to do.
Yeah.
I'm getting from teachers. You need to do it."
Which I think is kind of dope because I seen some of the highlights. You probably, I mean, Central is one when you talk about on a scholastic level. Central is one of the schools that's like heavily funded. They get all
Yeah.
these-
Yeah,
They
it's-
get Springfield
yeah.
folks
But
in,
it's
like,
so much different.
Commerce
Well, I
is a
don't know.
dumping ground.
Mhm.
Then see, Central is like that school.
Yeah.
You know, you black or Latino, you definitely want to be at that school.
Yeah.
You're an athlete.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because both of y'all played on like dope squads. Talk about your experience. You guys
Yeah.
came here to a small charter school.
Yeah. So
And
when
took your team to the States, man. How?
Mhm. Well, when I first came, like I didn't expect that we were gonna have like a group of girls because they transferred a couple girls to our team to make like the team better, but I didn't expect what was gonna happen. When we first started practicing stuff, I was like, this is really good, like we're really gonna do this. And then we played and we got closer to each other, so it was easier for us to like communicate and stuff because without communication then there's nothing. So we took that and then we made it to the championships.
Yeah, no, y'all
But
got chemistry. Like
it
y'all
was
are
like-
really close.
No, like,
It
they
wasn't
are
easy
close.
either.
Yeah.
It had to take time because everybody was new and stuff. So it was like we have to get to know each other.
Yeah. But yeah, now y'all's are like this. Like I see you guys
Mhm.
walking the hallways, and y'all are always in a group, and y'all
Yeah.
not like y'all never missing one another
Like
And
the
even in the
lunch, I be
lunchroom,
seeing y'all together.
at the
y'all,
table. Like there's like even at lunch, there's a designated like table for the
Yeah.
volleyball
team right
girls.
there, real team.
Yeah.
And like with basketball that like kind of portrayed on us because we wanted to be as close as the volleyball team
Yeah.
was. In order for you guys to be a team, you got to be
Yeah,
close.
chemistry.
Yeah, and like this year with all like the obstacles we faced off the court, coach not being there, us getting a new coach, has just like made us stronger as a team and build more like motivation in order for us to win. And that's like what we overcame this year, and it really helped us make it to the states.
You know,
Even though we fell short, it was just the fact that we made it in
Yeah.
that position.
4 out of how many teams?
I think was it like 60? I don't know.
y'all did like amazing.
Yeah,
From like what
y'all
I like every
did.
time I like come back to school and everybody's talking about how good the basketball team did. The varsity one,
It's always a good
anyways.
talk too.
It was some like what's it called? Interactions with crowds and refs,
Yeah.
because like in the area that we were in, and it was like, damn, you're doing this because I'm in your area and I'm the type of player or the type of status that we have. You're gonna like,
If you were a predominantly white volleyball team, I heard you guys had some rants.
yeah.
I don't know. They usually see our school as like they call us like the Puerto Ricans because we're like
Yeah.
mostly all
It's
like
like
Puerto
98
Rican.
98% Puerto Rican, I think, is
Yeah,
what I heard
so,
from
like-
Desmond.
And they present like that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why we whoop their ass.
So as
Yeah.
as an athlete, how does that make you feel? You go out there and you're like, oh, God, here's on this team. Here they come. It's kind of like, do you ever feel like they expect you to do worse or to act differently when they say certain things from the sidelines?
Nah, cause when like they do ever talk, like we just never pay no mind. We let them know that we're gonna win at the end of the day, and they're gonna lose. So, well, we're not like that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
You know,
you
like,
know,
no,
like,
no,
we
we're
know
not
what
trying to
you're
be
talking
cocky.
They let the game
So
talk.
here's the thing. When you got a bomb squad, you can be cocky. So
And
if
'cause
you
we're-
walk in knowing you're going to win, then
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they're just talking. Like let them talk. Like
Mhm.
we have nothing to say. Just at the end of the time, just look at the score.
Play.
Right.
Play.
with basketball, I heard y'all ran into some situations.
Like
well,
3 or 4 times I heard like different stories from Floyd with
Yeah.
Northampton, East Hampton.
Whew.
We handled, like, as a team, we handled it pretty well, but like it would distract us like mentally, like, and other than that, it was really like shocking to see that coming from like
The crowd.
regular
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, no.
We're
Yeah.
regular people
And
too.
then it's like
Yeah.
nothing's being done about it. It just
Yeah.
kind
Yeah,
of happens.
it
And
just
then
keeps going on.
we're just playing for them at the end of the day. So it's like it didn't really affect me as much, but it was just something that was I never expected.
Yeah,
but
I know people could be so cruel.
why not? Why would I mean? This is America.
Yeah, I
And,
know.
You black or brown in America. I don't give a who what nobody
I don't
says.
know.
See, in the media program, we just call it like it is.
You just gotta be white enough.
Wow.
Hey, Justin, no, it works.
Yo.
Well, who
I'm
wants
done.
To spend,
No,
who wants to
but-
spend their whole life passive or something?
Yeah, no, that's the thing is like when people call me white, I'm like, no, I'm Puerto Rican. I may look white, I may act white, but at the end of the day, I can speak Spanish. I know how to cook beans and rice and some mean chicken, pork chops, and that's it. You know? Yeah, I mean,
You know what I mean?
it's an
So it's
entire
kinda
culture,
like-
like Mass, the island, the like.
No, I mean
Living.
everything about it is just like so. Now I bring it back because we're supposed to talk about racism in athletics, but when you say that you didn't expect it, this is America. You see the news, Donald Trump, the way they the treatment they afforded the Mexicans, the Haitians, and everybody else. Is there a reason why, as high school students, I'm not one of y'all, but we expect better from people. Tell me why we expect better from people. That's what it is.
We expect human beings to be, like decent human beings, like like you expect people like in public, not to act out like that because
Just only in private.
I mean not even in
Be
private.
racist in private.
It's not acceptable to be racist at all. But I mean, I'm just saying,
Like keep it to yourself. It's
like,
2022. Like, come on.
exactly. Like why? Like in this time and age, after everything that's happened, why do you still have this belief? I mean, because it's a belief. That's probably why they still have it. But like,
And
it's a
hatred.
consistent belief.
Especially like in that category. You're playing a sport that you love, and you have to deal with that hatred and type of like what's that?
Weight on your shoulders.
Weight on your shoulders, like while you're playing the sport that you love, and then put stuff in your head, definitely.
But it also can bring you like motivation, like since
Yeah.
you're getting all that hate, you're like,
Like I won't stoop to your level. I would always rise above it.
Yeah, definitely. Like
I
that.
think I hear her saying something different. You coming with the hate, but now we're about to,
Yeah.
instead of beating y'all by 5, we're going to beat you by 15.
Yeah.
Is that
You
what
see,
I'm hearing?
yeah,
over
no,
there?
because you interpret whatever
It's like,
you can take in everything and interpret it your own way. So
Yeah.
like you can be saying racist comments, but that doesn't mean that it's gonna put me down.
yeah.
Well, here's the deal. If you're on the basketball side, I say, boy, I wasn't as good as him. But I'm from a small town in Connecticut, all white town. But our basketball squad was mostly black and Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We go to little towns like Bristol, Connecticut, Torrington.
Oh,
Mountain
God.
Towns. We caught it. I mean, we caught hell.
Mhm.
So, but the thing is, it's kind of like, what was my point? Oh, I know what it was. It's kind of like growing up. We just assumed that, that's stuff from the 1920s. It had nothing to do with us.
Mhm.
So even though it's 2022,
100 years later.
I went to school back in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
The attitude's still there. So if you're a ball player, it's one thing to be racist.
Yeah.
Be racist is what bother me.
Mhm.
You'll never measure up. So I'm cool with
Yeah.
that. But when you have the refs,
That's a big deal because they kind of
That's-
control the
that's a
game.
part of the
Oh.
game.
now you're not playing a 5-on-5 anymore.
You're playing
It's
like a
5-on-7.
5-on-7, and that like messes the game up because you feel like they're controlling it,
Yeah,
and
instead of
Mhm.
you.
you can't do nothing about it because they're
Yeah, because then the second
In
you
a
act out of
certain-
line, then
yeah.
you're out of the game.
Yeah.
and it makes
That's
you
what I
look
hate.
bad, and it's like,
Yeah,
what
it does
can you
make you
do in
look
that
bad, too.
moment? Because
They push buttons to make
Yeah,
you
Yeah.
I mean they push
Yeah,
it so
they
that so
do,
you do
yeah.
act like they think you act,
Yeah.
and then
They
you
say,
yeah,
"See."
and
You
then
know,
they play victim.
Forget about the crowd on the sidelines
Yeah.
calling you everything except the child of God.
Mhm.
It's see what he did. See what he did? That elbow was reckless. You see what he
Yeah.
did?
Yeah.
You know?
It's
So it's
a-
like and I bring this up because we're at Paulo here. We talk about social justice.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when people talk about racism, cultural bias, colorism, all that stuff, we look at it as only just it's as simple as just a belief. When their beliefs and their attitudes, transition into the game,
Yeah.
it impacts the policies, the rules of the game.
And not only that, I feel like the rules of the game, the lives of the players in themselves.
But I'm just talking about just like
that's
you
general,
look
yes.
at the attitude and say, well, I don't care if he's a bigot, I don't care if he's racist, it don't impact me, but it does. When you're a ball player, you're on the court, you're trying to do your thing, and they change the rules on you.
yeah,
And you get to the point where you adjust to that set of rules, then they implement a whole new set of rules. There are some areas where the swim caps for some of the black swimmers, they made them illegal. Hairstyle is different. Here, what do you call it? The texture of the hair is different, so it requires something different to keep your hair dry.
Yeah.
They made those illegal. They made, the swimsuits that they give out to some of the girls. I'm sorry, most women of color are a little more shapely. So they get penalized because of the way the swimsuits fit. So when you
that's
flip the
crazy.
rules, it impacts you as a person of color. And it's not like that should be all that we focus on. But tragically, when you walk into an all, non-colored environment,
Or not even all, like a majority.
The minute when the volleyball team walks into, I don't know, some school system that's like 105% white, and you walk in there, what's the first thing you think to yourself when you look around? Honestly. Same thing with the basketball team. You walk in, you don't see nobody that looks like you, talk like you, walk like you, anything. What's the first thing you think to yourself?
I don't belong here. I don't belong here.
Yeah.
I would walk. I'd turn around and walk out.
Yeah, it
You're
can.
part of the team.
Yeah.
And like that happened plenty of times.
Yeah, I
like,
think
with-
that happened most of the games we had, or maybe all of the games we had. Because
definitely.
every time I would enter what you said, the white, like not me.
like
yeah,
that environment.
Yeah, the
you could
environment.
just like
it
feel
was
it
nothing.
too.
Yeah, no.
As soon as you
All the
walk in
eyes
there,
are on you
yeah,
because
that-
like
Yeah,
they're
all
like
the eyes
like
are on
oh
you.
they ain't seen nobody
They're
like
like,
you
they're not
because they
from
don't have
here.
nobody like you.
Yeah.
So as soon as you come, they're like, oh look at the way they're dressing. Look at that.
start
They start
judging.
nitpicking you.
But
Yeah.
that's the flip side because they'll peek the way they dress. Next week you go back, one of the dudes at the school got his hair,
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
And then it influences them.
that's when they
Yeah.
talk about co-opting culture. They'll co-opt your culture, digging the swag. Next thing
And
you
then
know,
they
they're
take
walking around
it,
doing the
but
same
then
thing
they're hating
because
on
they
us.
don't
Yeah,
want
no,
you.
they hate on
Nah,
us.
that's
Yes.
bad.
criticism.
True.
And then the last thing before we leave, it's crazy because I'm like, as we're asking, you're like okay with y'all, it just is a matter of fact, the deep voice, you just throw it out there. But you look a little like, I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about this. So when we're
Yeah, I
dealing
don't know. I
with-
don't know.
No, like we said, this school's raw, so be raw with
Yeah,
it.
just be raw.
I'm not
and just
good
be
with
real.
like speaking my mind. I'm not good with that.
Why though? Why aren't you good? Because you had to
I don't
like
know.
control what you say.
I just keep it to myself.
But you
Really?
know what? But
Just
the
be
question
free.
is, do we really keep it to ourselves? Because when we're dealing with people who look like us, we have no problem reading them the right at.
Mhm.
But when we're dealing with mainstream America, we tend to bite our tongues. Well, I don't want to be labeled as that person.
Yeah.
And if there was a sister who looked like you and she came off on you wrong, you're gonna tell me you're just gonna bite your tongue. You ain't gonna say nothing.
Hell no.
Jason is the
No.
type of person just to
Yeah,
Will
I'm
Smith
not gonna
somebody.
argue back. Yeah, I don't argue back. If you want to fight, then I guess we can just fight. We can
Right. So the
split
thing is,
out.
and again, I'm glad we've been all over the place, but it's on the right trail. So we talk about
Yeah.
Paulo, and we talk about how we respond to social justice.
Mhm.
It's so much easier when you look at crime, violent crime. They always point on black
Yeah.
crime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crime.
Mhm.
It's always a thing. They do it too. The question is, how come they can walk in here, call all your audio names, walk out with a smile like nothing ever happened?
You
got
But
that
if I walk in
privilege.
here,
They have
I see
privilege.
privilege.
Yeah, they
That
have
P-word privilege.
Yeah.
So when we talk about America and those pervasive attitudes that they have, it's kind of like, how do we deal with that stuff? You know,
Because it's hard to
we
deal with.
internalize
Yeah,
it.
and it's too hard to avoid it too, because it's on like a everyday basis.
You know, especially
True.
like I mean, like living too, like depending on where you're living, like I would not move out to Boston or that eastern area. 'Cause,
Yeah, I
like,
heard
from
it's-
what
Oh,
I've
I
heard
heard
it's bad
Boston
from
out
what
there.
I've heard and from what
It's
I've
bad.
experienced, because my older brother is with a girl from Boston, and we recently went to their baby shower, and his side of the family, like my mom and my dad, and then his friends were like, well, my family was like, we're the only Puerto Ricans there. We're the only people that have darker skin than the rest of them besides a tan. And then his like friends came, and the thing is, he's from Vermont, so they're not city white people like the Boston people are. They're Hicks. And so I shit you not, like the entire time, it's like 9 tables. We're like the back 3, like consistently, we're consistently looked back at from time to time. Yeah.
You know what's crazy? When I talk to more people up in Boston,
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
Roxbury,
Yeah.
Dorchester, Mattapan, Atlantic, New Bedford,
Mhm.
Brockton, you know what they say? They're like, yo, how do you live out there? How do you live out there in Weston? Oh my
Right.
God. Because we live in the middle. I mean, this is a heavily populated, this area is heavily populated. Western Mass,
Mhm.
heavily populated by Klansmen.
Yeah.
And they go, yo, how do y'all live out there? The question is, this is America. Until we learn to speak comfortably about our settings,
Mhm.
our settings, you have 1 or 2 people who may do it, and then they look like the bad guy.
Yeah.
And everybody else is like, I see
Mhm.
it. I think that's your bell.
You know, it is. But before we go, if everybody points it out, then who's in the wrong? That one person that everybody pointed out.
That's why we have the podcast.
Yeah.
Yo, everybody, just say thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Gracias.
Thank you for
Thank
watching.
you for watching.
Wow.
Hit that red button.
Made me a little bit nervous.
It's not why. It's easy. See
Look
how
at
easy
my
it was?
cheeks, bro.
It's
There's like
so
nobody in there.
No, but y'all did good though.
Yeah.
Y'all